Hey everyone, and welcome to part 2 of the Don't Make Cry playthrough. We just finished mission 2 and now we're on to the third mission, Destroyer of Ardor. And first off, I'm buying the Stinger attack, which is essentially your charge attack, which is one of the best offensive options in the game.
So that basically is your shop, basically.
Yeah. Once you beat mission 1, the power-up option becomes available at the start of every mission, where you can buy abilities and items from the God of Time somehow, even though you're nowhere near it.
Is that a stone tablet I see?
The Pride of Lion is granted only to those who choose the path of the trials.
Godric Gryffindor?
Possibly. Wait, are we in Hogwarts?
Well, can you imagine that? Dante with the Godric Gryffindor sword.
Wow, if only we could take that tablet with us everywhere with that laser. We'd get rid of those annoying seals in a flash. Ooh, we're outside.
Okay.
Long bridges, long.
Is there no way to increase your running speed in the later
Devil
in the game?
Trigger is your only way of running faster. The Stinger level 2 goes much farther, but the only problem with that is that you'll be hearing Dante going, "Da, da," whenever he uses the Stinger.
So when you get a new weapon, do they have their own separate upgrades and all that you need to buy, or...?
Yeah. There are two melee weapons in the game. Essentially, the gauntlets and the sword, and they both have their own set of moves that you have to buy. And we're struck by lightning. What are the odds of that?
The gods are annoyed.
Now all we need is a Wile E. Coyote sign there saying "help" before it falls down. And
we're underwater. Let me guess, you can drown.
Yes. Well, if you stand there for like 10 minutes waiting for your health to drain like an idiot. Now we get another new enemy here, Sargassos. These enemies cannot be damaged unless they're moving around, so if you actually try and shoot at them from a distance, your bullets will just go right through them.
Why are they giving fancy names? Can't they just call them skulls? So that's essentially what they are.
Yeah. Maybe the name has like a different sort of meaning to it, like kind of like how some of the enemies in Resident Evil 3 are named after mythology and that.
So that room is just basically a trap room if you keep on falling down here.
Yes, and unfortunately we have to go back across the bridge with this game's oh so wonderful jumping controls. Now, the bridge is coded so that if you are on one side of it, then fall in the water, and then fight these Sargassos and defeat them, and come back up again, you'll appear on the other side of the bridge. Unfortunately, if you are on the side that you wanted to get to, but then fall off somehow, because if you hit the wrong part of the platform, Dante will just fall off the platform anyway. If you fall off the platform after you've hit it, you'll end up on the wrong side again.
Is he laughing at you?
Yeah, he is. And I gave him a mouthful of sword for his troubles. And as we see here...
So why do you have to go back to the bridge?
Blue orb fragment.
Right, okay.
Some blue orb fragments don't appear until you fulfill certain requirements.
Is there an achievement or unlockable...
Fuck this bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did that again because I was like, fuck this.
So you thought you'd take the padding way out.
But you don't have to see that with the power of editing. Stinger overheat. This is why I bought the Stinger, because you need the Stinger attack in order to reach this platform. If you Stinger off of a ledge, Dante will go really far.
Do you have a life system in this game?
Life as in
like,
health?
As in health, like if you die,
yeah.
Like
the gold orbs are your continues. Run out of those and that's it. Game over. You have to reload from your last save.
And no autosave, I'm guessing?
Nope. So everything is manual. But unlike Resident Evil, you don't need ink ribbons. And you can save at any time in gameplay by going to save.
What the?
Top.
Aragog?
No, not quite. Well, first off, Aragog's not on fire.
So
meet Phantom.
Phantom?
He's one of Mundus's servants, essentially, prowling the castle looking for intruders.
So I guess because he's a demon, he can take on many, many forms, and this is his one form he chooses to.
This is the only form he has, actually. A giant flame spider. And by the way, the subtitles were actually fixed here on the PS4 version, because in the PS3 version, only the monsters got the subtitles for some odd reason.
Well, I think that was because they would do...
Hard to understand.
That, and this game, what I can hear, this game also has the Sonic Adventure 2 problem when it comes to the audio.
The audio mixing is really bad in these, unfortunately. Now, from a distance, Phantom will fire fireballs at you from his mouth. Unfortunately, they have the tendency of tracking you even when you've dodged, so you'll likely get hit by them after you've dodged. They're really finicky when it comes to avoiding them. When he puts his head down into the ground like that, he summons fire powers. Just move around and you won't be hit by them.
Wait a minute, did he just grow a scorpion tail?
Yeah.
There you go. It's officially a Spadorpian.
But yeah, the main weak spot for Phantom, by the way, that will damage you if it hits you when he jumps like that. You want to aim for his back as much as possible, so you want to jump towards him and try and hit his back. At close range, he'll try and swipe you aside with his claws. And the camera's not helping here.
Please tell me there's no there's no QTEs in these boss fights?
No.
Good.
Sometimes if you damage Phantom, you'll stop his fireball attack and it'll go up prematurely. And that right there, unfortunately, is the tracking screwing me over on the fireball.
So his weak spot is on his back.
Yeah. You can also damage his face, but sometimes he'll try and swipe at you with his claws from the front as well. Well, he's disappeared, so I'm guessing that's not the last time we'll see him. Nope, as per almost Capcom tradition with most of their games, we'll be fighting some of the bosses multiple times.
Okay.
Kind of like Birkin and Resident Evil 2. Now, I know what you're thinking, folks. Stephen, we're done here. Let's go to Blue Doors. But nope. It's time for an optional side quest!
Oh, joy.
And it's a really annoying one. Unfortunately, it means we have to go back down here.
Here again.
You remember what I was saying about the Sin Scissors? The instant kill you can do on them? We gotta do it here for a blow-up fragment.
Okay.
And it can be really finicky. It doesn't help that your health's draining all the while we're down here.
Also, I want to say this as well, folks. This is good. This is going to be this particular Let's Play is a first for Cal Gaming, where this is going to be, in terms of rendering quality, this is where I'm testing to see, which I've just found out from my editing software, that I can render at 60 frames per second. So this is a test to see for a 1080p 60 frames per second video.
Yeah.
So well, for the Let's Plays anyway.
Yeah, I just pulled it off right there. It's kind of finicky, but if you get close enough and fire a shot, you can kill them almost instantly, but sometimes it is finicky. And you'll know you've done it right when they drop a small amount of red orbs, then another set of red orbs.
Wait, you don't get ranked for the secret missions?
No, the ranking is entirely for the mission. And we have to go back across... I hate that bridge! That's not the only time we'll see it, unfortunately.
Oh, for God's sake. You know, of all the enemies you're going to moan about, it's going to be the bridge, isn't it?
Yeah. And there we are. That's the mission finished.
Wait, so the secret mission times are in conjunction with the main mission?
Yeah, which can screw you out of high ranks if you're going for them, which is kind of annoying. And as you can see there, we have a star underneath the save, which means that you've completed the secret mission. Now we're on to the Black Knight. Display one string. And I went too fast there. This is the air raid. While you're in Devil Trigger, press R1 in the air, and you'll take to the skies. You cannot fly upwards or downwards. You're stuck at one altitude. But once you have that ability, you can fire lightning, Palpatine style.
Ah, okay. And what about, I just noticed the purple orb. What does that do?
That increases your Devil Trigger, and you can only find them at the shop. By the way, go back into where we fought Phantom to get a secret mission. Defeat 100 Phantom babies within the time limit.
What are spiders?
A giant legion of spiders.
Well, they're not really giant. I mean, you're under, like, what, 30 seconds to destroy 100 of them?
They're spread out in the room, though, so it is very easy to fuck this up if you don't know what you're doing.
Now, the secret missions, are they a one-time chance? So say if you fuck this up, you can't do it again?
No, you can try them as many times as you want, except for one very difficult secret mission we will be getting to later in this part. And there's me using the Devil Trigger just to get back to the door faster.
What's the point? They're not ranked on the secret missions.
The secret missions are there just for like game completion, and you need to get everything, and you need to go for all of them if you're going for the trophies in this game, and max health.
Okay.
So now that we've done that, it's time to head back to where that statue was, in the main courtyard where we fought the marionettes earlier.
Right.
Oh! Someone's a sore loser!
Round 2.
And unfortunately, because I used my Devil Trigger to get back to the door quicker, I don't have it full here.
Oh, you're taking a bit of
damage.
damage.
This is very annoying. But now we've got Devil Trigger so we can wail on him. And he has lower defense here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Whoa. You're playing ballsy here, aren't you?
That is... I'm standing still here because I'm like, wait, what? I survived that? I love the soundtrack as well.
Is that... I just noticed that. Was that the sound glitching up, or was that meant to sound like...
No, that's part of the music. Another secret mission. Phantom Baby 2. Defeat 100 Phantom Babies in the...
Because destroying 100 wasn't bad enough. You have to destroy 200.
You're not allowed to use weapons here. If you destroy any of these with ebony and ivory or a sword, that's it. You instantly fail the mission.
And what, you're getting 20 seconds this time?
Yeah, because you can't use your weapons, and so it's just smush.
Well, at least they confined this mission into a small room.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they didn't?
If it had been in the court, and if it had been in the hall where we fought Phantom the first time, oh.
They would have to give you at least a minute or so for that particular room.
No, you won't get the... If you do fuck up a secret mission, it won't let you know you failed until you leave the room. So, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, what do I do? Do I leave? And then you're just like, nope, failure.
So when you counted the scissors, you can only attack their head.
No, you can damage them with the sword, but they like to dodge around the place. So, and they can go for the walls, which is...
Because they're ghosts.
Yeah. But it's a real problem though when you're trying to just deal with them when you're stuck in a room that has a seal on it, because they waste your time by flying through the walls.
Are you going to heal up anytime soon? You could use some hairspray.
No, this isn't Resident Evil. We're looking for green orbs. What I'm doing, I think what I'm doing here is trying to get my dial rank up so I can find some green orbs, because we have a very, very difficult secret mission coming up soon.
Okay.
But I won't go into details about that until we fight the enemy that will be in that secret mission.
Okay, why was that he just temporarily transformed into there?
That's his devil form.
Right, okay.
You get that with Alistair. And you get it with the gauntlets that we'll be seeing later as well. Which are essentially much stronger, but they're a bit slower. And you can charge up the attacks.
So I take it that, what's it called? What was this lightning sword called in?
Alistair.
Again, Alistair. This is going to be your default weapon from now on?
Yeah. You can also use Force Edge as well, but you don't get Devil Trigger while you're using Force Edge, so it's essentially only for challenge runs.
Right, okay.
Yeah, the marionettes are essentially your fodder, so you can practice your...
Combos with them.
Yeah. Because this game encourages experimentation.
Well, I can only see this because this is the first time... Again, technically this came out years ago on the PlayStation 2, and this was the first attempt to hack and slash, so I don't see a meter or anything that tells you when your rank on your stylus and all is going to disappear.
Devil May Cry 3 onwards would show you the meter and how long you had before the style went down. And what we saw there was the air raid, which lets you fire lightning, Palpatine style. And now I'm going into the shop to buy some items to get ready for that annoying secret mission. Boom. And we cut out some grinding there because I had to grind for a purple
orb.
Yeah.
You raging klepto.
Well, you'll see why I need it soon, because this next secret mission we're going to, you get only one chance at it. If you fuck up and die, that's it. You don't get another chance at it until your
God
next playthrough.
forbid if you ever do a game in this channel for the future, Steve, if it's a new game and then you didn't get all the achievements, you spend 10 minutes trying to get them and like, move on!
Destroy a statue and you'll get introduced to one of the most dangerous enemies in the game, Shadow.
The hedgehog?
No.
Wow,
By the way, move here or you will get hit. This
Oof.
game likes to do cutscene attacks, unfortunately. Now, basically, the way this thing works is that you must use firearms on it. If you attempt to slash at it with your sword, it'll deflect the attack right back at you and it'll damage you.
So you just keep doing that until it dies?
Yeah. So you'll be spending a lot of time in the air if you want to effectively damage it, because ebony and ivory, when it comes to fun, oh, this is awesome.
Oh!
That is an advanced technique.
Nice.
And on normal difficulty, and only on normal difficulty, if you can pull that off and fire enough shots into its core, you kill it immediately. Unfortunately, when it's going red like that, it'll try and take you down with it. If it grabs you, it'll slam you around a bit and blow you up. And yes, I did just get hit in a cutscene somehow. What the fuck? That was the first time that's ever happened to me.
I bet you were stood in there like, what?
What the fuck? Like, seriously.
And how much red orbs do you get when it's a big, massive one?
It all depends on the enemy, I would say, but I think you get a lot of them there just because that's your first time fighting that enemy. Kind of like how the first Cephalo in Resident Evil 5 drops a treasure.
Right, okay. More puppets!
No, all we need is about 50, 60 more red orbs for that purple orb, was it? Yeah, I think it was. And then we can go fight this secret mission.
Are we going to see some grinding?
No, because the worst of it's been cut out already. Come on. Come on.
So when they're delayed, so that's when you need to
like
hit
that,
the head.
when they, you have to get as close as possible. That's the short version of a stun. Unfortunately, I don't get the instant kill off of them here.
But why don't you just use the shotgun, since that would have a more blast radius at close range?
The problem with the shotgun, though, is that if it does so much damage in the first place, is that you only really get one chance to do the instant kill, and if you miss it, that's it, you don't get it. With Ebony and Ivory, though, you can just walk right up to it and try multiple times to do it.
So is there
as I show right there.
Is there a particular reason why he gave his handguns those specific names?
The funny story, actually, there was someone who, I don't remember who it was, or they were anyone important, but there was a gun owner or whatever who made a bunch of handguns for Dante, and they kept breaking because he was firing them too fast.
Okay.
And it wasn't until Ebony and Ivory were made, specifically made for him, that he was finally able to use those to great effect.
Well, I was going to ask, where did he get the names from? Like, are they based on some two girls that he met or something like that?
I'm not sure, actually. It's never really explained. But once you're ready, here we go. The Free Beasts. Fight the Shadow. You only have one chance. If you fuck this up, you gotta reload your save. 3 of them at the same time.
3 shadows, because one wasn't bad enough.
Yeah, and...
Oh, that's bullshit.
Great start we're off to.
Off-screen attacks.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that in this game, unfortunately. Devil May Cry, I think 3 would fix it onwards, and you can use it to great effect in Devil May Cry 4 by manipulating the camera so that enemies are off-screen and they won't actually attack you until they're on-screen.
So that's the core. Once the core's exposed, you can use melee weapons.
Yeah. But if you attempt to attack them while they're in this cat-like state, they'll just deflect the attack back at you. And unfortunately, trying to dodge some of the other Shadow's attacks leads you going right into the other ones because of how annoyingly placed they are.
So that... What's that thing that it transforms to when it's trying to bite you at close range? Is it supposed to be a plant? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Fuck you, I play fair. That's the only time I ever need to use an item, by the way. But, damn.
Oh, I can imagine the hardest. What was it? Dante must die?
Dante must die. All the enemies get Devil Trigger as well.
What?
Yeah. And it's as hard as you think it is. I've never been able to legitimately beat it. I had to grind a bunch of untouchable items. And that right there, because the other shadow was in the way, it deflected my attack and damaged me. So that's what happens if you try and attack it while it's in cat form.
Well, I was trying to ask earlier, what was that? I know these shadows have shapeshifted into different objects because that's what they are. But what are they transformed into when they're right close to you and then they try and bite you?
Yeah.
Like that?
It's just a mouth, essentially, to bite you.
It looked like a demonic piranha plant.
Yeah, and the shadows are used to fighting like old knights and stuff from the olden days, so they don't really understand how to combat gunfire because it's a new style for them.
Right.
And here I am using the wall jump because I don't have the air hike yet. The air hike is your double jump, which lets you double jump anywhere.
Okay.
And you can only get it for Alistair. I don't think Ifrit has it.
Can I ask, how come firing your guns in midair slows your descent?
It's essentially your way of keeping you in the air longer before you need to be. You can't reach me unless you do that.
I'm treason you.
And with that, the most difficult secret mission in the game is complete, and we have another full blue orb. Once you get...
That's that face that on the orb.
What, the face of someone in complete agony and despair pleases you? What's wrong with you?
No, I just see it as the face looks like it's going eee.
Once you get enough blue orb fragments and blue orbs to increase your health enough, you will get a second health bar below your first one.
Okay.
And it does have a limit, so...
Well, at least the game's still generous about giving you a map if you're lost.
There I am, just double-checking what I'm doing in the mission. The long hallway is long.
So this is actually Mundus's castle, or is this...
This is just where he's, like, essentially... He's trying to open the gate to hell. Now we get introduced to another variant of the Sin enemies, the Sin Scythes. From a distance, they'll throw the scythes at you.
Do they decapitate your head?
No. Not playing Resident Evil, damn it.
It might as well be Resident Evil. It was Resident Evil in its early stages in development.
And the air raid makes short work of those guys. And, oh, this guy thinks he's hot stuff, eh? Trying to ambush me as soon as I come out the door? He's nothing. Now, what we need to do here is we have to take this platform all the way to the top of this area because there's a key item that we have to get.
Let me guess, only the... What was it, Alistair? The name of the sword? Or
The lightning sword.
the lightning sword, they can only activate those switches.
Yeah. No, you can use the gauntlets effort to get to activate them
And
as
what's
well.
this?
This is the death sentence. It's not a equipable item though. So
Aww. It looked like an equipable item.
yeah. Go up here. Effie would actually jump up for some red orbs. Later on in the game, if you come back here and go up there, you'll get an untouchable item.
It's a statue of a female. There's open something. Should I use the death sentence?
Kind of an edgy name for a sword. Melancholy Soul. This will become prevalent in the next mission.
I take it the sword is like an animal where it reacts to danger.
Yeah, kind of like its spider sense or something. My sword sense is tingling.
What the hell?
Okay, that's not creepy at all.
Is that Mundus assuming his identity?
No.
A mirror match?
Not quite. But we do have a boss fight coming up now. Not in this room. Meet Nero Angelo, also known as the Black Knight. One of Mundus's servants.
What, so he's pretty much the equivalent of Sir Lancelot?
In a way.
This stinking hole was the last place I thought.
This is the only sort of enemy that fights with any sort of honor as well.
Does he talk?
No. Well, he does make like small grunts and stuff like "Huh, huh," but nothing.
No line of dialogue.
Yeah, nothing that you can really understand. Now we could just walk out the door and be on our way, but or not.
What a way to make you feel intimidated by introducing a new character, and then he just runs off the window.
Yeah. He's waiting outside for us to start the battle. Because again, he's like the only one here that has any sort of honor. What is that? Is he using Soul Edge?
Yeah, it looks like Soul Edge. Descendant
Soul
of Nightmare.
Calibur?
Descendant of Nightmare. Right, what's the strategy for this guy?
He'll open up. He tries to use some of the same sword styles as Dante. He has the same 4-hit combo, but that one charging slash there can hit from a distance, so watch for that. Most of his attacks can be jumped over, and when you deal enough damage to him, he teleports away and taunts you, the asshole.
And you have to catch up to him.
You have to be careful there when you're jumping up, because he can and will hit you while you're jumping up there. That's an energy ball attack. He'll fire that from a distance, but I don't give him the chance to fire it.
Is that an insta-kill?
No, it deals damage to you. As you can see, I have no problem avoiding that.
Okay.
If you try and hit him too many times, he will start blocking the attack. So, and one of the ways you can break his guard is hit him over and over again, then try and time your slash to hit his slash. But it's a bit finicky. The best way to attack him when he starts blocking is to quickly run behind him and attack him there, because he can't block from behind.
Okay.
Again, I don't give him a chance to use that fire.
Oh, you absolutely destroyed him.
Yep. Well, I wouldn't be destroying him that fast on hard, or Dante must die. Fist fight.
Now, if this was in the modern game, that would be QTEs.
Don't you hate it when? Don't you hate it in games when you win a boss fight and then the boss just kicks your ass anyway in the next cutscene?
What was the point? Okay, that amulet has to be something special if it deserved a close-up.
That amulet was given to Dante by his mother when he was a kid.
And apparently he cannot stand the sight of it. Ah, I hate amulets!
It's shiny!
No! And is that him dead?
No, not quite. We'll see him again.
Oh.
And what is my ranking? 18 minutes, so that's not really good. Yeah, B. The lowest rank is D.
For dummars.
No.
Right, we're going to continue on with the next mission, aren't we?
Yep. As we save our progress, we will see you guys in the next part.